Okay, today we are no. Good morning, my dear friends. Once again, welcome back to English time. Today we are going to start 6th unit, moments of humor. Humor means jokes. So here there is a small joke or a cartoon here. What is that? Study the cartoon given below. Why are you late, Arun? Teacher asked Arun. He was late to school. Because of a sign down the road. Then the boy Arun said, "But no, because of the sign. A signboard was there, that's why." What does a sign have to do with your being late? What does a sign have to do with your being late? Oh, why are you late? Because of a signboard. Signboard is nothing to you. Why? The sign said, "School ahead, go slow." That was the answer of that boy. What is that, School ahead, go slow. It is a signboard to whom? Vehicles. But the boy thought it was for him. So he walked slowly, so he was late. That is a joke. That's humor. So what? If the teacher is humorous, she will join with that boy and she will laugh. Okay. At the same time, if the teacher is angry, sometimes the reaction will be not good. Okay. So it is humor gives us makes us laugh, and the laughing is very good for our health. So here there is a story. What is that story now? It's a story about Kunjan Nambyar. Have you heard Kunjan Nambyar in Malayalam? Yes, in Malayalam you must have learned about Kunjan Nambyar. So Kerala is home to many a great humorous poet. Let's read about one of them. Who is that, Kunjan Nambyar, the great poet and storyteller, made literary wit and humor understandable to the common man. His art form, Ottantullal, reflects his sense of social responsibility. So, many humorous poets are there in Kerala. One of the most famous humorous poets in Kerala was Kunjan Nambyar. He wrote poems, and also he found a new art form named Ottantullal. You must have learned in Malayalam. So here is a story. What is the story, Let's read an anecdote from his life. Anecdote means what? A real story. Real thing happened in the life. That is what anecdote. Kunjan Nambyar was very poor. He used to eat at an Otupura maintained by the king. Kunjan Nambyar was actually very poor man. Nothing was there to eat at his home. So what? He used to go to Utupura. What is Utupura? It was we can say nowadays hotel. A food giving place maintained by king. The food was free in that Utupura. Those in charge of Otupura used to serve stale food. But what was the problem, some members were given that charge of that Otupura. They were bad people. What did they do now? They used to give or serve. They used to serve stale food. Stale means yes, old food. 2 or 3 days back they prepare, and again they give it to the people. Today preparing and cooking, and tomorrow and after tomorrow also giving the same food, and it is free, so nobody will make complaint. Who will register complaint? Because it is a food given by whom? King. If anybody says anything against that food, what will happen? The king will get angry. My food is not stale food. It is it is tasty and it is given by me. So nobody should complain against that such a thing will be there in the mind of king, no? So nobody dared to register this complaint in the ears of whom? King. So what? They ate. That poor people. One day, the king and Nambiar were walking along the main road. They came across a cow passing loose tongue. One day, the king was a very good friend of whom? Kunchan Nambiar, because Kunchan Nambiar used to crack jokes with whom? King. He loved that jokes of whom? Kunchan Nambiar. So one day, king and Kunchan Nambiar was together walking. At that time, they saw a cow which was passing loose dung. Some problems were there with that, for whom that? Yes, that cow, for his stomach. Nambiar went near the cow and inquired. Then if there is any problem to our stomach, mainly because what? Mainly because when we eat stale food or old food, bad food, what will happen? We will have that loose motion. So here also, who is having that? Cow is having that loose motion. That's why that Kunchan Nambiar went near to that cow and asked, what now? Are you also served food from the king's utubura? Then he asked, what now? Are you also served food from the utubura? Then king heard. People who are eating, or animals who are eating food from utubura getting loose motion means what? The food is stale in that utubura, no? Kunchan Nambiar, can he say this directly to the king? No, he can't. Why? Because the king will get angry. But indirectly he said, oh, are you, he asked you to whom that cow? Are you also served food from the utubura? The king heard this remark. He made inquiries and gave orders to dismiss the corrupt officials. Then king was a very truthful person. He was very honest. Then what? He did not mind that. Whether it was a shame to him like that. He thought what now? It is shame because he did not inquire more about that food. He thought the food was good. But now he understood from that remarks of Kunchan Nambiar that food served from that utubura was stale. So he ordered to make an inquiry about that. Then he understood it was correct. Then what? With a joke, Kunchan Nambiar informed that whom king truth. Nevermore was stale food served at the king's utubura. Nevermore stale food was served. Why? Because what? Those who were in charge of that utubura were all dismissed and punished by the king. And the next appointed people, they were good and they served good food. Okay, so what? Humor, jokes can be cracked only for laughing, and also it can be useful in our life. That is what this example explaining. Okay, so here this is the introduction of this unit. Here what is humor is given. What is humor? Humor can be simply defined as a quality in something that makes it funny. Whatever it may be, something. If something makes funny, that is what humor. So whatever it may be a sentence, a dialogue, it may be an action, it may be just a gesture, whatever it may be. If it makes fun, it will be called as humor. Okay, so most of the people will have humor sense with them. If anybody cracks a joke, people will laugh. Only the people who are having humor sense, they will laugh. Others may get angry. So here also, what I told you, the teacher who had a humor sense. That's why when that boy said what about that signboard, she just laughed. So the humor sense is very important. So humor, if you laugh, it is very useful for your health also. So here, this is what the introduction part. You can find out more about Kunchan Nambiar's jokes, Ottantullal. It is very interesting. It is in Malayalam itself, so you can enjoy that Kunchan Nambiar's Ottantullal. Okay, so read that introduction very well, and also study what is humor and the importance of humor in our life. Okay, thank you.